Hi Virgo, welcome to March. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. Before I start your reading, I'm going to call in some good energy. So this month we have a new moon in Pisces, which is in your 7th house of relationships. And it's going to be a really nice romantic moon because Venus and Neptune are combined with this new moon. So I'll get to that later. Mars will move into Gemini on the 3rd. So it's moving out of Taurus and moving into Gemini. And then we have Mercury moving into Pisces, which is going to be in your 7th house as well on the 16th. And then Venus moves into Aries. Venus moves out of Pisces, so it's moving out of your 7th into your 8th on the 22nd. And then we have a full moon in Libra in your money houses at the end of the month. So let's see what Virgo needs to know about love. Love and relationships for March 2021. And we're also, so there a lot of energy is shifting this month. Planets are changing signs. But let's see what the cards say about love and relationships for Virgo. Sun, moon, or rising. What does the card say? What do the cards say for Virgo? What does Virgo need to know about love and relationships for the month of March 2021? What is coming up for Virgo? The Two of Wands, the Queen of Wands, the King of Cups, the Seven of Wands, the Magician, the Six of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Sun, and the Ten of Swords as well. And then the card at the bottom of the deck, the Tower. So this is very interesting. Endings followed by new beginnings. All right, let's see. So the Two of Wands, you're doing a lot of thinking right now. You have there's a potential partnership on offer this month. You could be dealing with a fire sign. The Queen of Wands energy is someone who goes after what they want. But this is crossing. There could be two relationships here because I'm seeing these two queens. And also two kings. Maybe you're making a decision about a partnership. The Queen of Wands could be someone that you're dealing with, that you may be competing with, possibly. Because this energy is a take charge, go-getter kind of energy. So that could mean that you're dealing with someone who's kind of pushy, who wants what they want, and they're not afraid to go after it. But it could also mean that if you want to create something in your life, you have to tap into the energy of the Queen of Wands. You have to go for it. You can't wait for it to come to you. Now, in the past, you have this King of Cups energy. And he's next to the Tower. And you might have been setting up, having to set boundaries with someone in a relationship. Maybe you've been too giving. There might be an imbalance in a relationship where one person's doing all the giving and the other person is doing all the taking. If you're in some kind of a toxic relationship, that relationship may be coming to an end. Because I'm seeing the Ten of Swords and the Tower here, which it's like, you can't keep, if something is not working, you can't keep it up. At some point you have to admit, this is not working, I can't keep giving this my energy. So I feel like you have some decisions to make. However, what I feel also that even though something might be ending, like you might be done with somebody, you might be like, you know what, I've had enough. I've had enough of your BS. I'm tired of setting boundaries. I'm tired of competing. I'm tired of fighting for what I want. Because the Tower energy is like a wake-up call. The Tower is like, I'm seeing the truth. I'm seeing what I need to do. And what you need to do is going to require courage, because the Queen of Wands energy is courageous. The fire energy is like, you're fired up, you know. You want to take action. But you're doing a lot of thinking right now. At the beginning of the month, you might be thinking, okay, what do I do? What do I do? Do I give up? Do I walk away? I've been fighting for what, I need to do. Do I keep putting up with this thing, or do I move on to something else that's going to give me what I need? You have the Magician coming up here. The Magician is a card of manifestation. It's about, you have all the skills you need for success. So you don't have to put up with, you don't have to settle. So especially if it's a work situation, if you're not getting what you need in a career path or something, the Magician is saying, you've got everything. You've got the talent. You don't have to settle for less. You can just go and get what you want, girl or boy. In a relationship, though, the Magician is also about communication. It's about, talking about what you need and trying to communicate with someone, trying to get through to someone about your needs. And if there is an imbalance in a relationship, if you're not getting what you deserve, you need to speak up about it. And you may find something, with this water energy here, you could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And you may find some truth out. The Tower is, it reveals truth. It brings truth. And sometimes that truth is shocking. When you see something about someone that you thought you knew, and it changes everything. You finally wake up to the truth. So that some of you might be going through that, where you're seeing the truth about someone and you're waking up to the truth. And it could be a blow to your ego. And you might be done with someone. There might be someone that you're just you know what, I'm done with you, I'm done. The Ten of Swords as an outcome is really not a bad card. I mean, even the Tower, I don't see that. I mean, I know it can be difficult while you're going through it, but what it's really doing, it's telling you, stop wasting your energy on something that's just not working. And admit that, so that you can free yourself to embrace something that will work, that is working. So something may come to an end, but there's also the potential. Look, you have the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles here. So when the King and the Queen come in the same suit, that's the sign of a partnership that is working, that can work. Compatibility, that's soulmate connection. And you have the Sun here. So I think what's stopping you from giving up on the toxic relationship is security, because this Queen of Pentacles is in your fear sector. So you may be afraid of giving up something that's secure. If I give this relationship up, will there be another one in the wings? Will I be alone? So you're contemplating with this Two of Wands, but I think you already know that there's a potential partnership in the wings somewhere. Like, if I give this up, I know that I could maybe have something with someone else, but I'm not sure. It's like that uncertainty principle. So you're like, some of you may feel like I'd rather cling to something that I know than destroy a relationship and then go out with something else, and then who knows if that's going to work. Well, this King of Pentacles, this person may not be as exciting as whatever you've been involved with in the past, but the King of Pentacles represents stability and security. And he cares about home and family. Both the Queen and the King, they both care about building something solid and stable. And they really just, they care about their family. They give everything to the family. They care about money and security. Yeah, they want to know that they have enough money to pay the bills. They don't like living on the edge or living paycheck to paycheck. And they like nice things. Whoever you're dealing with, they like, it could be you, it could be a partner. You work hard for the money and you want to spend it. You want to have things that have quality, that are, that are maybe luxurious, because, hey, I worked hard, I deserve it. That kind of energy. Why limit yourself? You might be dealing with someone who can be limiting in some ways. like this King of Cups, because he's next to the Tower, he can sometimes be hostile or irritable when he feels rejected in any way. So as long as you're doing what the King wants, he's wonderful. He's loving. He's, affectionate. But the minute you say no to him, he gets nasty. So you've had to stand up to him with the Seven of Wands. You've had to stand up and fight and stand your ground and set boundaries and say, hey, you know what? I'm doing all the work here. What are you doing? I need something too. It can't be all about you. And so that's a decision you're making. Like, do I finally give up on something that's not working and try to find a partner that I can depend on, that's reliable? And you have the Sun here in your wish fulfillment sector. The Sun is saying that you can overcome any of the problems that you might be experiencing. And the Ten of Swords, as an outcome, it's like the worst is over. Like, once you make a decision, like, okay, I'm not going to spend my energy on something that's no longer working. I'm going to give my energy towards something that I want, something that's going to bring joy and fun into my life, because the Sun is connecting with someone that you really like being with, that makes you feel like a kid again, that makes you enjoy life. You're enjoying life. You're having fun. Time is just, you're doing something that, like these people here, they're dancing. They're, and there's fidelity here. The dog, the white dog. There's truth and fidelity in this relationship. So I feel like for some of you, you might be giving something up. You might be finally ending a relationship that's not working and embracing a new relationship that will work. And with the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Swords, even though you may feel like everything is collapsing, there's the Sun on the horizon. A new day is dawning. And as soon as you stop giving your energy to what's no longer working, you're making room then for the new, better energy to come in. And the Magician, this is very significant. This card, when it comes up, is about manifesting. How can I get from here to here? How can I go from the Tower and the Ten of Swords to the Magician? That's the intermediary. How can I go from the Tower and the Ten of Swords to the Sun? And the way you do that is with the power of affirmations, the power of believing that it's possible, gratitude, positive thinking. That's how you manifest. You have to change your thoughts, because if you focus on the negative and you're constantly complaining about the negative, the universe is going to bring you more negativity, more things to be negative about. But if you sit down and say, I'm not going to touch that, I'm not going to go there. Yeah, I know that's happening, but I'm going to focus on what I want to create. I'm going to focus on, I know I can have love. I know I can have a good partnership. I know I can have fun in my life again. I know I can have a more equal, I can connect with someone that has my values, that is willing to value me and give me the love and support that I need, instead of me fighting with someone, having to fight every time, always having to battle to get my needs met. I can connect with someone that's, another earth sign. It's possible that you could be attracting another earth sign. That would be Taurus, Capricorn, or another Virgo. But even if it's not the sign, I see there's potential to connect with someone that's really compatible with you, that brings joy back into your life, that makes you feel like a kid again. But that can only happen when you change your thoughts about what's possible, and you stop giving your energy to something that's not giving you that's not giving you what you deserve. So that's my so you're doing a lot of thinking this month, and you have to make a decision about, do I stay or do I go? Do I move on to something better? How do I fix this? And stop accepting less than you deserve. Take action. Queen of Wands, she knows what she wants and she goes for it. She doesn't put up with any BS. If you're not giving her what she needs, she's out of here. That's her energy. So you may have to tap into that Queen of Wands energy this month. Now let me see, where did my... Oh, here they are. Okay, here are my notes. So let's see what the astrology has to say. So for you, Virgo, this new moon is happening in your 7th house. Sun, Moon, Venus, and Neptune. So you have the potential to connect with a soulmate. But Neptune is there. So it's possible that you've been idealizing someone, giving them more credit than they're worth, and you don't want to be a martyr for someone. You know, yes, a relationship is give and take, but you don't want to be giving all your energy to a relationship and getting nothing in return. And when Neptune's in the 7th house, you're in the danger of doing that, of taking on someone's problems, trying to save, you know, a diamond in the rough. But this new beginning you can have a reset, you know, with the new moon. It can be very romantic. So maybe it may not even be that you're leaving a relationship. It may be that the truth surfaces about something, and then you discuss it and you work out a new routine or a new agreement. And you have, you know, but because Venus in the 7th can bring love, a romantic connection. Neptune, Venus conjunct Neptune is very romantic. It could be a very spiritual connection. May not even be sexual. It may be more spiritual than sexual. Like, you know, sometimes we're attracted to people because there's like a lot of passion, a lot of chemistry. Other people we just love the soul that they are, who they are. They're just a beautiful soul, and we love the person, you know. But it's not so much as, it's not as sexual. It's more spiritual, you know. Like you're connecting on a higher level than just, you know, passion. Mars is in your 10th house, and it's trine Saturn in the 6th house. So this is a good time for employment, you know, to work on changing the work that you do, really going after what you want. So Saturn in the 6th house, you've been working really hard. You might be feeling like a slave to your job, like, you know, I have no life, I have no fun. And Mars, if you don't have what you want in your career or even in your relationships, Mars is going to give you the energy to take action, to communicate, to speak up, because Mars is moving into Gemini. Gemini is about communication, getting your message out, and fighting for what you know. Mars is the warrior, taking action to get where you want to go, to get to where you want to be. Uranus is squaring Saturn. Right now it's a separating aspect, or Saturn is squaring Uranus, I should say. Uranus is in your 9th house. They're only 1 degree apart, so it's not as strong as when they were conjunct a few weeks ago. But Uranus is shaking up your belief system. Uranus wants you to, you know, expand your mind. Maybe you need to change your beliefs on what your capabilities are. Uranus in the 9th can bring in innovative ways of teaching, learning. You might be going back to school to learn more about technology. You might be using technology to get your message out. You might be more involved with marketing or reaching a global market. Mercury is in your 6th house, and it's making an aspect to Pluto, so in your 5th house. So you could be meeting someone through the work that you're doing, or you could be, it's finally time for you to speak up. I feel like it's time to speak up, but with Mercury making an aspect to Pluto, you want to choose your words carefully. You don't want to come across as a bully. Because with Mercury and Pluto contacts, you could be too forceful. You could really like destroy someone with your words. And you don't want that. Now Mercury will be moving into Pisces. So Mars will move into Gemini on the 3rd. Mercury moves into Pisces on the 16th, just a few days after this new moon. So you could have a new beginning in a partnership. It could be a new professional relationship, because the 7th house is the house of marriage and commitment, but it's also business partnerships. So you could have a new beginning in career also. You could be connecting with someone that could be very beneficial. You could be working on a dream together, working on manifesting a dream. And it could be something creative. If it's a business partnership, because Venus and Neptune, something creative, something involving beauty or art or music, or photography, fashion, anything that's Venus related, anything that's Neptune related, spirituality. If you're connecting with a new partner, it can be very dreamy, very spiritual. You may feel like it's a soulmate connection. Then we have the Venus moving into Aries. Now, when Venus moves into Aries, it's moving out of your 7th house and into your 8th house. So it's going to bring financial abundance to you through a partner. So you might be connecting with someone who can support you financially, who is making money or supporting, because the 8th house is the partner's income. If you're in a committed partnership, your partner may be bringing in more money. Or the 8th house could also be loans that you get from a bank or inheritance or an insurance payout. Money is coming in, not from the money that you make from your job, but money that you're getting as like financial support. This full moon can bring certain things to light around financial matters. The moon is in the 2nd house. It's opposing the sun in your 8th house, and the sun is with Venus. Now, I think that's a positive thing. The sun and Venus together in the 8th house. So money matters will come to a head, will be completing, and you'll find that you are financially supported. So you'll be getting some kind of financial support at this full moon. Like I said, though, if you're signing any contracts, though, Mercury will be moving into Pisces and will hook up with Neptune in the 7th house. And Mercury rules communication. It also rules contracts. So it could be that a partner, you want to make sure that you're understanding where your partner is coming from, that you're communicating clearly. If you have to sign anything, make sure you read the fine print, know what you're getting into, know what you're committing to. Because there could be some confusion, especially with the magician, he has a way with words. So just make sure you're not falling for someone's sales pitch, that you're really seeing the truth about what's being offered to you. Now, I see potential with the King and Queen of Pentacles and the Sun. So I think that's a positive connection. So I feel like you're moving away from a negative connection or a draining connection and moving towards something more positive and more supportive. Especially Mars and Gemini in your 10th house is getting supported by Saturn. Mars is trining Saturn in the 6th. So whatever you're building, whatever changes you're making in March, whether it's a change in career path or a change in a relationship, you are connecting with something solid. You're building something solid and something that will last for a long time. And it's part of your soul path, your destiny, because the North Node in Gemini is in your 10th house. And that has to do with, Gemini is the storyteller. It has to do with getting the facts, getting the story out, communicating, writing. So you might be involved in some kind of creative writing project or communications project. And that's good. That's going to be positive. It's going to be something that you're really going to be excited about or anxious to start. You're going to put a lot of energy toward that. And it's going to be, I think it's going to be positive. So in any case, communication will be important for you this month. In getting clarity in relationships, and also in manifesting what you want, in getting out of something that's not working and getting into something that is. So don't settle for less. Don't waste your energy on something that's just not working. Take action. Communicate. Go after what you want. You have the potential to end difficulties and to start really loving life and enjoying life, getting on the right path. So that's my forecast for March, Virgo. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, click on the like button, click on the subscribe button. If you'd like a private reading, click on the link in the description box. It'll take you to my website, and we can get you scheduled. In the meantime, I want to say thank you, everyone, for supporting this channel with likes, with comments. I love reading all the comments. If you're new, welcome. I hope you're enjoying the videos. So have a happy St. Paddy's Day, have a happy equinox, either spring for the people living in the northern hemisphere or fall for people living in the southern hemisphere. So energies are shifting. It's time for a new beginning. When we go through, especially the spring equinox, every time we change, seasons, it's like, we're ready for an energy shift. We're bringing in a breath of fresh air. So it's time to, let go of stop wasting your energy and your time on something that's just not giving you what you need. And start focusing on what you want to build and what you want to create, because you have powerful energy this month to set things in motion. Especially because all the planets are going direct for the month of March and part of April. After that, we'll have Pluto going retrograde in mid-April, and then the planets start to retrograde, the outer planets. So this is a perfect time for initiating something. So good luck with anything that you're starting or anything that you're trying to create this month. And I wish you much luck and success. And I'll talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.